This Christmas is going to be one of the toughest Christmases for so many people in so many different ways. And it isn't going to be helped by Rishi Sunak's latest cruel spending review, one in which he casually announces that unemployment is set to peak at 7.5%, plunging families into insecurity, poverty, and destitution. It pitifully misses the mark in increasing the minimum wage and completely fails to increase statutory sick pay at all. In the last 10 years, under Tory governments, we have seen food bank usage increase by 3,000%. And in 2010, the Trussell Trust stated that 60,000 people were using food banks. In 2019, that was 1.9 million people relying on food banks to feed themselves and to feed their families. Let's be really clear about one thing. The Tory government are kicking us whilst we're down. They're punishing the poorest and they're making sure that we pay for this crisis. And at the same time, we have the likes of Matt Hancock, who can justify spending £50,000 on takeaways to feed his team. Yet that same level of decency or funding can't be unearthed to feed the nation. And in 2020, in one of the richest nations on earth, we should not have food banks. Food banks should not exist. Nobody should have to rely on the kindness and donations of strangers, of churches, and of charities to feed themselves and to feed their families. And when the likes of Tory's Coffee offer up food banks as a perfect solution to food poverty that was instigated by the Tories, it's not only insulting, but it further supports the idea that food banks are a normal part of our society. And to that, we say no. No to a society where people are allowed to starve to death. No to a society where children go to school hungry. No to the normalisation of food banks. And no to food poverty. So, let's show those Tory Scrooges how much we care. Let's show them how much we care about each other, how much we care about equality, and how much we care about ending food poverty. Donate whatever you can to the People's Assembly's big Christmas food bank fundraiser. And let's ensure that nobody goes hungry this Christmas.